You tell yourself everything is under control. Your accounts look fine at a glance, but a feeling gnaws at you in the quiet moments. It's the feeling of a locked door in the basement of your mind, a place you've intentionally avoided for years. This isn't a basement, it's a bunker, a financial fallout shelter you built from denial and procrastination. You stocked it with flimsy excuses and instant gratification, and you threw away the key, hoping you'd never need to look inside. But the ground above is starting to shake. An unexpected bill arrives. The market takes a dive. Your job security feels fragile. Suddenly, you need to know what's inside that bunker. You need to face the dark secrets you've been hiding from yourself. Today, we're not just opening the door. We are going to explore every cobwebbed corner of your financial bunker. The first thing that hits you when you pry open that door isn't a monster. It's the smell. It's the musty, stagnant air of neglect. This is the odor of unopened bank statements, forgotten subscriptions, and the slow, quiet bleed of lifestyle inflation. It's not terrifying, it's just depressing. This is level 1 of the bunker. The antechamber of ignorance. You flick on a light, and the room is cluttered not with survival gear, but with financial debris. These are the forgotten gym memberships, the streaming services you don't watch, the Mogi, free trials, that quietly turned into monthly charges. Each one is a tiny, insignificant leak on its own, but together, they've created a puddle of wasted capital that's soaking the foundation of your financial security. This isn't a moral failing. It's a psychological defense mechanism, we call it. Attentional bias. Your brain, in an effort to protect you from the discomfort of seeing your money wasted, simply learns to not see it. It filters out those tiny, recurring charges, because facing them would mean admitting you're not as disciplined as you'd like to believe. Cleaning this room is simple, but not easy. Get a year's worth of statements and a red pen. It's time to perform financial triage. Moving deeper, you find the next chamber. The air here is colder, the silence heavier. This is the Armory of high-interest debt. The walls are lined not with weapons, but with credit cards, each one gleaming menacingly under your light. You see the store card with its 28% APR, the personal loan you took for a vacation, the car payment that feels like a second mortgage. These aren't tools, they are manacles you willingly put on. The psychological trick here is the minimum payment. Lenders designed it to be deceptively small, a comforting little number that whispers, "You can handle this." But paying the minimum on high-interest debt is like trying to bail out a sinking ship with a teaspoon. You're working furiously just to stay afloat, making almost no progress towards shore. The interest is the relentless ocean, and your principal balance is the ship, slowly but surely going under. You have to stop thinking about what you bought with that debt. The vacation is over, the fancy dinner is gone. The pleasure was fleeting, but the consequence is persistent. This is called sunk cost fallacy. You feel tied to the debt because of the memory of the purchase. To escape this room, you must sever that emotional tie. Money is already spent. Now, you're not paying for a memory. You're fighting for your future. The next chamber is the heart of the bunker, the command center. It's filled with dusty equipment, cracked monitors, and maps of plans that were never executed. This is your retirement plan. Or rather, the ghost of it. You see a dusty 401k enrollment form you never filled out, a retirement calculator showing a terrifyingly small number, a timeline of your life with the "start investing" point far in the past. The great enemy in this room is hyperbolic discounting. It's a fancy term for a simple, destructive human tendency. Our brains are wired to prefer a small reward now over a much larger reward later. A $100 dinner today feels more real and valuable than $10,000 in a retirement account 30 years from now. Your future self is a stranger to you, and it's hard to make sacrifices for a stranger. To conquer this room, you have to make your future self real. Give him a name. Write a letter to him, describing the life you want him to have. What does he do every day? Is he stressed, or is he relaxed? Is he traveling, or is he stuck at home worried about medical bills? Every dollar you invest isn't vanishing into an abstract fund. It's a gift you are sending through time to a very real person who is counting on you. You. Beyond the command center lies a small, reinforced room. The vault of the non-existent emergency fund. It's not what's in this room that's terrifying. It's that it's completely, utterly empty. This is the room that turns a minor inconvenience, like a flat tire, into a major financial crisis that sends you running back to the armory of high-interest debt. This void is the source of so much of your financial anxiety. Why is it so hard to fill? Because of loss aversion. Psychologically, the pain of losing is twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining. Saving for an emergency fund feels like a loss. You're losing that money from your checking account. You're losing the opportunity to spend it on something fun. You're not gaining anything tangible right now, just an abstract sense of security. Your brain fights this, loss, tooth and nail, inventing 1,000 reasons why you need that money today. The solution is to reframe it. You're not losing money, you're buying something incredibly valuable. You're buying freedom from fear. You're buying the ability to say no to a job you hate. You're buying a good night's sleep. Automate the process. Set up a transfer that moves money into a separate savings account the day you get paid. Don't give your brain the chance to see it as a loss. Make security the default option, not the choice. Finally, you reach the deepest, most heavily classified part of the bunker. It's not a room, but a small, locked metal box on a desk. It's labeled Core Directives. This contains the why behind all the other rooms. This is where the darkest secrets are kept. This is the psychological source code of your financial behavior. Why do you overspend? Why do you avoid investing? The answers are in this box. You open it, and inside are not documents, but mirrors. Each mirror reflects a different fear or belief. One mirror shows you as a child, observing how your parents fought about money. Another reflects your deep-seated fear that you're not smart enough to understand investing. A third shows the immense social pressure you feel to keep up with the lifestyles of your friends, to project an image of success even if it's built on a foundation of debt. This is the real work. The budgeting, the debt snowball, the index fund investing, those are just tactics. They are the how. This box contains the why. Until you understand and confront your why, you will forever be cleaning up the bunker only to find it a mess again a year later. Your financial habits are not about math. They are the external manifestation of your internal beliefs and fears. Do you spend money to feel powerful because you feel powerless at work? Do you avoid your statements because you equate net worth with self-worth? This is not a time for judgment. It is a time for brutal, compassionate honesty. This is the moment you stop being a victim of your financial circumstances and start becoming the architect of your financial future. You have to look in those mirrors and forgive the person you see. With the secrets of the bunker laid bare, the final task is not to seal it back up, but to install a ventilation system. You must bring in light and air. This means creating a system, a plan, that works for you. Start with a simple, written budget. It's not a financial straitjacket. It's a map out of the bunker. It's you telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. Next, choose your weapon for the Armory of Debt. The Avalanche method is mathematically optimal. The Snowball method is psychologically powerful. It gives you quick wins to build momentum. It doesn't matter which one you choose. What matters is that you choose one and declare war. Automate your payments. Make the fight against debt your default setting. For the command center, automate your investments. You don't need to be a stock-picking genius. Set up a regular contribution to a low-cost, diversified index fund. Let compound interest, the most powerful force in the universe, be the wind in your sails. The goal is not to get rich quick. The goal is to get rich surely. Let time do the heavy lifting. The exploration is over. The bunker is no longer a source of dread, but a project. It's no longer a monument to your past failures, but a blueprint for your future success. It will be a long, difficult renovation. There will be days you want to give up and lock the door again. But you can't, because you've seen what's inside. And you know that ignorance is not bliss. It's just a deferred payment with crushing interest. Your financial life is not a separate part of you. It's a direct reflection of your habits, your discipline, and your relationship with your future self. Stop hiding in the dark. Pick up the flashlight, take a deep breath, and walk down the stairs. The secrets in your bunker don't have to be your shame. They can be the catalyst for your strength. The work starts now.